Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we have a burning question I'm sure you all want an answer to. Where is High Guardian Spice?
Yeah. There's ointment for that.
There's
Go ask the
sacred
Dragon
ointment.
Ball people.
There's sacred ointment for that if it's burning. Yeah, everybody's wondering where High Guardian Spice is. We were kind of watching Anime Expo in July to see if High Guardian Spice was announced, made an appearance, if we saw some footage. Nothing.
Then we thought, oh, Crunchyroll Expo, of course, because people mentioned they were going to have theirs. The end of August, beginning of September. We're like, okay, if they're going to do it, they're going to announce it now. Well, it's technically 10 minutes from the end. And have we heard anything? Did you check recently? There's nothing.
There has
I've been checking all day.
No formal announcement from Crunchyroll about High Guardian Spice. People have speculated maybe it got canceled. I don't think it's been canceled. We've got some proof as to maybe why it has not been canceled, but it is MIA for the time being, and it could come down to finances and streaming and all kinds of crazy stuff going on at Warner Brothers. So before we get into the video, please subscribe to Clownfish TV for more pop culture news, views, and rants if you haven't done so already. We passed 56,000 subs.
Yay!
This week. Thank you so much for
Dreams came true. Woo!
Dreams came true, man.
I just want that play button.
Yeah, Geeky wants her play button, so let's hit 100,000. We're trying for 100,000.
I really do. I really want one of this button.
No, she's gonna polish it.
I just want to say it. Yeah, so be careful about saying Geeky polish.
Polish the button.
I just want to touch it. I can't brush its hair. I can put a wig on it and brush it. If we get a play button, I'll put a wig on the play button and brush it.
It's kind of weird, but okay.
It fits.
It fits.
So it's like me. It's kind of weird, but okay.
Okay. So, yeah, High Guardian Spice was announced. Let's see, was it last fall?
Oh gosh, it was a while ago.
To much fanfare. It was all over all the pop culture blogs.
I thought you were going to say too much backlash, because I think there was more backlash than fanfare.
That also came when it was announced. Instead of focusing on the show itself, they chose to focus on the people making the show and how diverse the creators were. There was some backlash.
The video was like a Kickstarter promo video. It wasn't actually a trailer or anything about the show.
Yeah, there was nothing
It was
to
all
see.
about diversity. We mentioned diversity. I don't know why these people can't learn that just turns people off. Not because people are against diversity, but because people are just like, okay, if that's what you're leading with, then I can already predict what this is going to be. Yeah. And then if anybody doesn't like it, you're going to blame it on them being some kind of, hypocrite, or them being some kind of, bad person because of it. And it's bogus. Just make a good show. And,
some of the concerns, too, were that, look, anime fans are paying Crunchyroll thinking that the money is going to Japanese anime studios.
Supposed to.
And it wasn't. It was actually going into U.S. productions, and they're kind of like, WTF, why are you using our subscription money to pay for shows that nobody asked for?
Right.
That was the controversy.
Rehash of other shows they've already had,
Yeah. So there were multiple issues there. There was a lot of backlash. And it was supposed to come out, I think, in May of 2019. It did not come out. Instead, Crunchyroll, which is owned by Warner Brothers, and they're part of Elation. I'm not even sure who owns what now. But Warner Brothers owns all of it. Elation, Crunchyroll, Rooster Teeth. There's been a lot of reshuffling.
Well, the chick that's in front and that runs Elation, it's her baby, is one of the people in charge at Crunchyroll, isn't she? Is it
Margaret
Crunchyroll?
Dean, yeah.
And then now they're putting her over Rooster Teeth to restructure.
That would be Margaret Dean. She's the head of Women in Animation.
You think there's a push now,
Well, she probably, to be completely honest, she probably is the most powerful woman in animation right now.
Yeah, so we need more women. So we're gonna, she needs more power.
Well,
I'm just saying, so that's the point. We need to get more women in here so she has more power.
She's running Rooster Teeth now, apparently, too, because they had some controversy about the unpaid wages, a couple of months ago. So the whole thing seems to be kind of coming off the rails here with the studios.
It can only be the right kind of women. It can only be the kind of women they choose.
Yeah, they have to be handpicked. So we went out to Google News to find news on High Guardian Spice. There was none, even though Crunchyroll Expo was this weekend. Nothing was announced, nothing was shown. First thing that came up, though,
I saw that,
was that Kate Leth, who worked for Marvel Comics, also was a writer on High Guardian Spice, apparently endorses a nerve gas attack on, what?
Oh, on the Koch brother funeral.
Oh, Koch brothers funeral.
The one guy.
Okay, that's a headline.
Yeah, apparently. I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, you know what? Whatever.
Oh boy.
I mean, I would expect nothing less.
Yeah. So that's the most recent news for High Guardian Spice. So went back out to Twitter, and did a search for it and found this comment. Now this is Ray Rodriguez, who's the showrunner on High Guardian Spice. And, it didn't seem like there was much activity going on his page, but this person, Randall Ascot, that's actually a pretty cool name. I wish my name was Randall.
I have not seen your spoons, Randall.
I wish.
I'm kind of wondering what your spoons are.
Have you seen my spoons? No. Hey, whatever happened to High Guardian Spice? Hi, it's still being made. So
That's all was said. It's still being made.
So apparently it's coming directly from Ray Rodriguez, showrunner, creator, to Randall Ascot, whose name is actually pretty cool. It sounds like a British spy with an ascot like Austin Powers.
Spoons.
Who likes spoons.
He likes to show people spoons.
Yeah, the spoony bard. So it's apparently still being made. Now, where it is, we don't know. We know that the person doing the music was on Twitter saying that they were doing the theme song for it. But I believe Kate Leth at one point was looking for work. Again, that's usually not a good sign.
Yeah, I found that and sent it to you.
Yeah, so that's usually not a good sign. So, it's possible, as we've said before, that it's not going to premiere on Crunchyroll. It might premiere on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Because that seems to be where they're shoveling all the new content to.
I just think it's odd. Well, that would explain why it's not being announced at Crunchyroll. Even though it's in production with Crunchyroll, you'd think if it was going to HBO Max, it'd be announced. And people were saying that Ray Rodriguez wasn't even at the expo.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's true or not, as people were saying.
I don't know. I mean, if there's nothing to announce, why would you show up?
I know he wasn't on the guest list. Like, they had a list of guests that were going to be there, that are featured guests. You'd think that they'd have him as a guest.
You would think. I think it's still up in the air. I think it's probably they're still plugging away at it. But now, asking around, some people in the know have said that there are there is some money being pushed around in all the Warner Brothers divisions now because of the AT&T acquisition.
So the shell game of money.
It's possible that Crunchyroll does not have access to the money to keep pushing, plugging away on High Guardian Spice. It could be that they looked at and decided to maybe make it a joint venture between like Crunchyroll and Cartoon Network. It could be that it goes just
to DreamWorks. No, I'm sorry.
Oh God, or DreamWorks.
They seem to like to pick up stuff that they could ruin.
Yeah. So who knows? Who knows? It seems like it's still being done, but they're definitely radio silent about it. They made a huge media push for it last year, and then it's just like poof.
That's what you think. I mean, if it's still being made, you'd think that they'd be saying some things. They wouldn't, but they're hiding it. That's what I don't understand. Like, they'd be like, while we're here mentioning this, don't forget, High Guardian Spice is coming, we had to push it back, give a couple excuses, whatever.
Yeah.
They still mention it. But they're not even mentioning it now. You have to dig to find anything. It's like it's being buried, but according to Ray Rodriguez, it's still being made.
Yeah, so I don't know. Again, like, it pretty much has fallen down the memory hole. I think just channels like ours that cover anime and animation are talking about it. For the most part, everyone's forgotten about it since, earlier this year. It's just not being discussed.
What are they going to do? Put it on Toonami?
I would not be surprised. I think we talked about that before. I could see them putting it on Toonami because there is a deal for Crunchyroll and Rooster Teeth. Or is Rooster Teeth going to be working on it now that Margaret Dean's over there? Who knows? I
have no idea. We don't know. The shorter answer is we don't know. But the word is, according to Ray Rodriguez, that it's still being made. I mean, take that for what you will.
So I was kind of curious, though, just as a side note, I was out to Ray Rodriguez's Twitter, trying to find out what the most helpful tweet ever was. Because I would like to know. If it's helpful, I would like to know. And it's someone from ANN, Lindsay. I'm like, okay, let's see what Lindsay's tweet. Oh, I'm blocked.
You're blocked because, to recap, ANN called us, alt-right Nazis with no basis whatsoever. They had no basis to call us that. It was bullshit move. We called it out, and now we're blocked because we're problematic for, calling out their hypocrisy and lies.
I don't even know her. I don't even know Lindsay.
Doesn't matter. They probably all blocked you.
All of ANN's people
because
probably blocked.
how dare you correct them on their incorrect assumptions.
God.
You know, how dare you?
Well, so that's where High Guardian Spice is or isn't. We don't know. I am still convinced that before it's all said and done, Warner Brothers is going to consolidate all the animation divisions. I think they're going to take Rooster Teeth, Crunchyroll, Elation, Cartoon Network, Toonami, and smush it all together
Probably.
into just like Warner Brothers animation.
It'll probably be something like that. That's what I'm thinking too.
Because it does make sense to have.
She's
like,
already in charge of over half of it, so you know you might as well just
Margaret Dean. Yeah, it'll be Warner Brothers animation or another like Warner Brothers anime or Warner Relation or some garbage like that. They'll put Margaret Dean in charge. There's Margaret Dean. Right there.
It won't be called Elation Brothers.
Elation Brothers. It will not be called Elation Brothers. It'll be the Warner sisters. It'll be Dot Animation.
There you go.
Animation.
They'll combine it into something. Now, there's nothing we don't know what happened to is it's not related to this, but it's Thundercats. Where are we still? It is related in the fact that it's Cartoon Network, right?
Yeah, it's so Cartoon Network.
Same people, but
there was a lot of backlash and it went missing.
That one also went missing.
I think that there's just a lot of stuff up in the air with animation. Now, again, we're hearing from people who work in the animation industry who are working at Cartoon Network who are like freaking out about their jobs. You know, nobody seems to know what's going on. There's stuff going on at Rooster Teeth right now, reorganization. Nobody seems to know. So I'm thinking they might be working on these shows, but it could be like they could either just drop, you know, the other shoe could drop and they'd just be like, yeah, it's, we're done. We're not, you know, or just we're going to do like 6 or 8 episodes, shove it onto the streaming platform. There's some new content and be done with it.
I have no idea. Well, the good news that came out of the Crunchyroll Expo is that we're getting seasons 2 and 3 of Shield Hero.
Yeah, that's
actually worth mentioning.
Kick-ass, actually. Yeah, that's actually very, very kick-ass. So, Naofumi is actually going to be at Setsupon.
Yes, the guy does the voice of Naofumi.
Yeah,
we already told her, or we already told Squid King and said about it.
We need to go.
It was funny though when we were at Sci-Fi Valley Con, there were a couple that were dressed as they were dressed as the characters, and you chased them up the escalator.
I did. I chased him up the escalator into the bathroom, yelling Naofumi. He didn't know that was his character's name or didn't hear me or something. But it was Naofumi and Raphtalia, and they were going to the potty, and I felt bad, but I did catch them. And I got a really good picture of them in front of the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, he did catch it because he was so excited to see that they were good.
The Shield was very nice.
Most people didn't know who they were, but you did.
I did.
You did. But now we're getting seasons 2 and 3, so that's really good.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. Speaking of, you know, is it or isn't it canceled? Just have to put this out there before we wrap this video up. There's been a lot of speculation as to whether or not She-Ra on Netflix is going to get a season 4. We said we're not. It doesn't sound very promising, given that there are some people working on the show that are out of work. Then there were stories out here talking about being at crossroads right now. Again, not a confirmation of there being a season 4.
They're trying to make it sound like it was, but when you look, it's like if there was a season 4.
If there was a season 4, this is what we would do.
I'm not saying it's not going to be, but it's, you know, usually by now you think they would have announced it.
Yeah, the She-Ra Reddit told us to go pound sand.
Oh, that's right. They flipped out. It was so funny. How dare you?
Clownfish TV doesn't know what they're talking about. And it's possible there could be a She-Ra season 4, but this was really interesting. We had people tweet this to us a couple of days ago. So Netflix, this is the official Netflix account.
Oh, this is on the account. Someone took a screenshot of their TV, I thought, that said this.
No, this is on the official Netflix Twitter. They said, look, everybody, new Dark Crystal, all these new shows. Please watch, in all caps, She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Please watch, all caps.
That sounds like they're trying desperately to get it renewed.
I think that's where it's at because they're
bullshit, because how many other shows that got canceled? Why didn't they have a please watch these shows? People knew they existed, so they wouldn't have got canceled. They didn't, but when it comes to the protected She-Ra, they put please watch She-Ra and the Princesses of Power.
Where's please watch Dragon Prince? Because I've heard that Dragon Prince isn't really doing so hot because it has not had the promotional push
that She-Ra has.
It
would kick its ass if it did.
Please watch
kick her ass.
Please watch Hilda, which is an excellent show. But no, they are pushing She-Ra. Please watch She-Ra. So if you want a season 4 of She-Ra, even Netflix puts this in all caps.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, people sent that to me too. I thought it was on their TV. It was on their Netflix. I thought it was on their TV too. Maybe it wasn't.
No, it might have been.
I think they were looking through their TV guide. I think it said it on there too.
Yeah.
I'm just like, really? That's what they're, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, they canceled shows. They never promote. I don't think they promoted them like that before they canceled them, did they?
No.
Like Tuca and Birdie and all that? Did they say, please watch Tuca and Birdie?
Nobody even knew Tuca and Birdie existed. Again, I'm not, like defending Tuca and Birdie. I've never watched it. I've watched a couple clips of it. Obviously, the show's not for me, but as a guy who watches a lot of adult animation like Family Guy and stuff like that, Simpsons, you would think it would come up on my recommended list, and it never did.
No.
And it's an adult cartoon. It never came up.
But I'm saying, it didn't, I mean, maybe we missed it, but like, please watch. And they're promoting the hell out of it because this says to me they aren't getting the hits. And they never release what the actual views are. Apparently not that great.
So yeah, it might get season 4. We'll completely admit it might get season 4, but Netflix is notorious for cutting shows after season 3, and they're cutting corners now because they're not in a very good place financially.
This is not telling me it's a done deal. This to me sounds like desperation.
Yeah, I don't know that, and with this too, So I think we're going to see some interesting stuff going on with the streaming war here because, Warner Brothers obviously is, it seems like everybody's going all in on streaming. Who knows what's going to happen. We talked before maybe She-Ra would show up on the Universal app.
That's what I'm betting on. I mean, but is Netflix paying for half of it?
If they're paying, yeah, I think they are.
If they're paying for some of it, they're not going to let it go to their app.
No.
It has to stay on Netflix.
Yeah, and they're probably paying toward the He-Man one, so it might be like it's one or the other. It's not both,
Well,
so.
thank God, because, they could do a She-Ra that's actually She-Ra. That'd be a nice change.
But back to High Guardian Spice. Yeah, we don't know where it is. Apparently it's being worked on somewhere. I'm sure it'll turn up at some point. I don't think if they've invested that much money into it, they're going to just pull the plug. But they might just kind of drop some episodes on a streaming service and be done with it. Who knows?
So weird. All I said was, yeah, it's still being made. That's it. That's weird.
Well, they might not be able to say anything else.
I know, but they could say, I can't tell you anything else. Just.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right.
They did do damage control because everybody's asking about it,
Yeah, I know. So they would have had something.
Just a reminder.
Everybody's waiting for it.
Here's the official reminder. It's still happening. We don't have a release date yet, but here's 30 seconds of footage.
Right.
To shut people up. Who knows? All right, so we're going to wrap this one up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants here on Clownfish TV. This has been Neon and Geeky.
Bye.
Goodbye. Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.